Welcome to Confessions of a Multi-Hyphenate. This is your bite-sized weekly podcast dedicated to affirming and empowering those of us who have many talents, skills, and abilities. Pretty much, we want to know how to navigate this life as a multi-hyphenate. So, through storytelling and insights, we're going to be discussing topics, and you'll end with a tip. I'll be giving you a life hack and some kind of strategy for you to use that will help you increase your efficiency, fine-tune your focus, and most importantly, keep you inspired. I'm your host, Krystal Henry, your resident multi-hyphenate, living this life right along with you. So let's get started. Our very first episode, the real intro, a multi-what? Now, you may not know what this word multi-hyphenate is, but before I even get into that, I do have a personal confession. Hosting a podcast has never been on my bingo card. As a matter of fact, about 7 years ago, a friend of mine came to me with a fabulous idea to host a podcast along with another friend of ours. And the idea was great, but I could not really figure out how it fit into my multi-hyphenate life at the time. And fast forward to this year, God decided, it's time, girl. This is what we're going to do. Now, every now and again, we are going to take it to church. So that was your little intro for that. And I thought, what? A multi-what? I had no idea what that was all about. So a little bit about me, kind of speed dating style. I'm Krystal with the K, always with the K. Fun facts, I don't have a favorite color. I think they always ask that on speed dating, but I don't have a favorite color, but I am obsessed with everything Food Network. So all the shows, all the competition shows, all the British baking shows, reruns of Schitt's Creek, 227 Good Times, you get what's happening. And this is being recorded in the good old Baltimore, Maryland. I'm a wife, I'm a mom to a 13-year-old. So this gives you a little bit of background about who I am personally. Now on to the main topic. What is a multi-hyphenate? I had to look up this term to really figure out what it meant. And interestingly enough, the dictionary refers to a multi-hyphenate as a celebrity who has multiple professions or skills. Why is this only reserved for a celebrity? I have no idea, but I'm surrounded by multi-hyphenates in my personal life, in all of my various careers and jobs that I've had. So it's very true that multi-hyphenates are not only celebrities, we are everyday people. And the difference is between that and this term polymath. Someone introduced me to this term a few months ago. This is somebody who knows a lot about a lot versus a multi-hyphenate. We're people who have done a lot with a lot. You see where we're going here. Now, into my multi-hyphenate journey, just to let you know that I am someone who's done a lot with a lot. I know a lot about a lot, but the many different hats that I've worn, I've been a nonprofit employee. I've taught parenting classes in the jails and in community centers, been a school counselor, an assistant principal, youth ministry leader, church choir member, self-taught graphic designer, social media manager, online mom community content creator, business owner, stationery and greeting card designer, and now your resident podcast host. So that does sound like a lot. And over the years, it has definitely been a lot. And I've struggled to define what exactly it is that I do, and also felt the pressure to sometimes fit into a particular box. Instead of me fitting into that box, this podcast is dedicated to not fitting into a box and to embracing all of the many sides, all of the talents, all the skills, all the abilities, and making them come together. What you can expect from this podcast, I said bite size. So what does that mean? Think about a charcuterie board, or don't y'all call it a charcuterie board or something, but think about a charcuterie board. You get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But these bite size episodes are roughly about 15 minutes or so. You are going to be listening to a strategy that you can use that I am going to really challenge you to implement. And guess what? I am implementing these right along with you. The idea is not perfection. The idea is to make progress because we have a lot of different things going on. And with our time as being multi-hyphenates, we have a lot of tabs open, literally and figuratively. So I don't want you to take up a whole lot of time. I do want it to be meaningful time for you. And with that practical takeaway, it's something realistic that you can use that I am going to be using too, or I have used it We're going to be testing it out and putting it into action. So finally, please keep in mind, multi-hyphenates are everywhere. You might be nodding your head and saying, yep, that's me. That's how I identify. And you could be surrounded with these people. Trust me, they are everywhere and not just in celebrity form. But this is a space for us to embrace our journey, to embrace the chaos that comes with it sometimes, and to learn how to thrive in it. So now that you know what Confessions of a Multi-Hyphenate is all about, let's get into it.